Welcome to Ranking Every Commander with Nitpicking Nerds.
We're almost done with the list. We got number 70 through number 61 right now.
I'm your host, Joe Cherries.
And I'm your host, BZ, and that makes us the Nitpicking Nerds. And I just realized I do this thumb and clockwise thing all the time. So you should subscribe to catch more of it.
And besides, you'll want to be subscribed to this channel because if you subscribe, every single subscriber makes it 10% more likely that Wizards prints more 4-color commanders. Totally didn't flub it.
Disclaimer guy here. Just wanted to let you know, Joe totally flubbed it.
This is high stakes. If there was a video to subscribe, I would say it's this one.
Yeah, I mean, especially because I didn't flub it at all.
If 10 people subscribe, 100% more likely.
No, it's
10.
Well, it's 10% more.
If the likelihood of them reprinting it was 50%, then it goes to 55, and then like 61, and then up to whatever.
It'll never get to 100.
No.
They'll always
No,
keep,
it will.
Well,
It'll get passed. Even if they make it 100% more likely, doesn't mean they'll do it.
no, but it's not. It's like the way percentages work.
This is a video where we rank every commander and not just discuss that one joke we do at the beginning.
And weird math.
Yeah, so the number 70 commander, they're getting to like, all these commanders are great now. God Eternal Bachchan. 3 black for a 5/6 menace. Legendary creature, zombie god. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice any number of other permanents, then draw that many cards. And then it has the god text. When it dies or is put into exile, you can just put it third from the top instead, which is notable because I always do that. No commander text.
Yeah, you basically just don't have commander text. You put ways to draw on your deck, and you can just get them back whenever you want.
Since he's Divining Top as a card, people play a lot.
I mean, yeah, it works really well with the God Eternals. Just put him back on top and then draw him next turn.
Even if you don't want it anymore, you just go, oh, I'll sack the top to him, draw a card. This is mono black. I don't know what to tell you. You're making a bunch of things that don't really matter, like your Mycosynth Lattices and your Wellsprings and Ichor Wellsprings, not Mycosynth Lattice.
This is an interesting deck, though. The thing that I like that's super interesting about it is that you get to play all your black token makers, which there's not a ton of.
There really are. Sengir Autocrat.
Marionette Master.
Oh, Marionette Master's a good one. This only has a 3 for power. It's a little slow. You gotta put them all out and then play this. You can't play this and then put them out.
Yeah, I mean, mono black itself is fine, but
Sure.
if we just ranked mono black, that'd be boring.
Yeah, no.
What is the commander at? What does he give you?
Not a whole lot.
This card's really fun. You put out a ton of things you want to sacrifice. You sacrifice them, and you know what you get?
It deviates a little bit from the normal mono black stuff, which I always like.
I didn't even answer my question. Cards. You get cards when you sacrifice all that stuff.
Didn't know that was. Thought it was rhetorical. You get cards, ladies and gentlemen. The art is amazing. This card is the city in the background. Just like, I love the contrast of it. The skeleton, like she just has the little spine in the middle.
Yeah, this is the spine in the middle. Oh,
So creepy, so cool.
it looks so good. And also on top of that, just as cool is the awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you forgot about this, didn't you?
Well, because I don't think these were around when we did the original ranking, but I think almost every guy got a 10 anyway for artwork. So what are we supposed to do? The SDCC promos. Holy crap, they're so cool.
Yeah, they're so cool. They're so well designed. They're so much different.
It's a black, if you don't know, it's a black, well, show it on screen, but if you don't know, it's a black card with nothing on it. And then they cut the outline of this Bantu, and then they just kind of like superimpose something happening on Ravnica. And then the spark is the eye, and the texture of the clouds and everything makes the actual bot. It's so crazy.
So good.
When I saw the Oketra one, I'm like, okay, Billion Oketra deck. That's like the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's so cool. I love it so much.
Did you know this was a zombie god? That's amazing. Used to work for Bolas and got brainwashed by him, and then got reanimated as a zombie general for the army. And then this one, Bantu, is actually the one who desparks Bolas.
Yeah, he bit him on.
She
bit him on the wrist. I think.
The wrist, yep. Oketra was there too, but
she
didn't do anything.
She just was barely obliterated.
She was all caps obliterated.
No, he was barely able to obliterate her.
Obliterate all caps.
It's such a weird way to phrase anything.
I don't know. No one likes those books. And actually, I think it's kind of a meme to just hate them because people say they are bad.
I mean, they're not good.
They're not like crazy literature, but I think hating them is really just I don't care anymore. They're allowed to make bad books.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not even going to be mad at like Greg Weissman.
I mean,
Okay.
he's not a.
Let's move on to a different god.
To a different god. We have the Locust God. 69. 4 blue red for a 4/4 flying god. Whenever you draw a card, create a 1/1 blue and red insect creature token with flying and haste. 2 blue red, draw a card, then discard a card. Whenever the Locust God dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step.
Gods are usually borderline unkillable. This one got a pretty high power level for being clunky. This thing can really just kind of go off.
I mean, if you just start playing wheels and wheels and wheels and wheels and the wheels, you just make so many guys you can kill somebody very easily.
There's a couple really weird ways to go infinite that aren't even like CEDH. Mana Echoes can give you infinite colorless if you have a colorless way to draw cards repeatedly.
Okay.
And Kindred Discovery plus Lab Maniac draws your whole deck off insects.
Oh.
Make an insect, draw a card, make an insect, draw a card, and then you win.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a way to win. I mean, that's powerful. I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna say like, oh, Kindred Discovery is great in this deck, but that card's not a May, so you just have to draw your deck.
Oh, yeah, so be careful with
Be
that.
careful. No one's gonna let you undo that.
Yeah, if you lose, you lose. And
You lose. The art's fine. I love the fact that all the Grixis gods on Amonkhet look like, I have to differentiate, there's so many gods we're talking about. The Grixis ones look like a bug crawled up their back and then perched on the neck, and is just the head now. That is such a cool look.
It's so weird.
Creepy.
It is definitely creepy.
Creepy look.
I mean, for fun to play, it's fun for you. It loses 2 points in your opponent's being fun. You don't want to play against this kind of, like, it's just like counter spells and draw cards deck. It's not really anything crazy fun to play against.
Right, it's not the most unique commander, we could say.
Yeah, it's innate.
The god part is the unique part. The like, you don't want to kill this, because they have to keep replaying. They're just going to keep replaying it for 6. No commander checks is great, though.
Oh, no commander checks is such a good boost to power, I feel like, because
They've done it so many ways, and every way it's cool.
at least if you don't get a 20, like you get your 15 mana commander, at least he only costs 15 for the rest of the game.
Yeah, exactly. And this one, they can still exile it.
They can.
Like, oh, you Fiend Hunter this. Well, I guess it's going to the command zone.
I'll put it under Fiend Hunter. It'll die. I know a board wipes coming.
And usually decks that play Fiend Hunter want to kill it anyway. Okay.
True.
Okay. This one was awoken by Bolas. He was sleeping for whatever. He's brainwashed by Bolas. I don't even know if the Grixis ones have backstory, or if Bolas physically created them, or why is there no red, white, and green, whatever the other colors are missing. Green, white, and...
Don't ask for that, because now we're going to get it. No. Don't go back to Amonkhet.
No, they can't even give it to us because there's like 1 enemy and 2 allies. I mean, there's like 7 missing gods or something. I don't care if it's balanced. We don't know why they're here, but this one tore down the Heckma with his little bug buddies. That's a shield around either Amonkhet, or if that's not the city's name, it's Noctilumoon, and Amonkhet's the whole area.
I don't know.
I don't care.
My voice is giving out on me in this video.
All I really care about is number 68.
Number 68 is played and loved by one of our friends, and he reads this card every single time he plays at the table, so he's going to read it for you.
Special guest.
Special guest. So here it is.
Oh, hello. Have you met my friend Nekazar? He's 2 and a Grixis, legendary creature zombie wizard. He's a 2/4. There's redo. Oh, hi. This is Nekazar. 2 and a Grixis for a 2/4 legendary creature zombie wizard. At the beginning of each player's draw step, they're going to draw an additional card. And whenever an opponent draws a card, Nekazar is going to deal 1 damage to him. Pretty good.
You make him draw 40 cards, or you put another damage dealer. Underworld Dreams is the first one I thought of, and then you make him draw 20 cards.
Easy peasy, right?
This deck's annoying. The one problem with this deck is you're gonna give everyone like infinite resources. So you have to tax them or combo off, sort of. Power's 7. Power's pretty high.
I mean, it's a good Dream Halls deck, because if you can start chaining them together,
Dream
you're
Halls.
just going to kill them.
Omniscience, obviously, too. But Dream Halls is just the cheaper version.
Yeah, I mean, Dream Halls is a much cheaper version. Omniscience also very good, because if you have ways to just keep chucking your spells out and never stopping, then you're just going to win the game, because all you need to do is cast spells with your commander out and you win.
It's not very fun. I feel like this deck is repetitive itself. If you keep giving them cards, they're gonna find ways to beat you because they know what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, this deck is one of those decks where if you don't kill the person playing it, sometimes they just kind of run away with the game.
That too, and if your opponent's decks are good enough, they're just gonna keep spot removing Nekuzar for 1 or 2 mana.
Yeah.
Or countering your big spell, because they know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's fun. It's fun enough. The art's great.
Yeah. The art's great. He looks like the Skeleton King from Diablo 3. He kind of looks like the Lich King.
I was gonna say he looks a little bit like the Adventure Time Lich Guy.
Yeah, he
The
looks.
Lich. No, he's just a Lich.
Is he? He's a Lich.
Don't come at us, okay? I'm not like the biggest Adventure Time fan. That's just for Throne of Eldraine draft.
Yeah, I say that every time I pick an adventure card, so everyone knows how many adventures I got.
I'm gonna read all the lore on this card. His enemies wondered if the Lich King's brutal death and unnatural rebirth had been his plan all along. Oh, that's it for lore. I still think that's pretty sweet.
It's really cool. It's not that it's kind of a trope. There's a lot of like undead kings, where it's like they attempt to rule
In Magic or in general?
in general in a lot of different things.
I would say not in Magic, really.
I mean, there's two I can think of: Brago and him.
Okay, that's more of a Spirit King.
I mean, undead. A spirit is undead.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to describe a spirit. How is it not undead?
Okay, jeez.
I'm sorry.
What's the next thing? You get me distracted. It's uniqueness.
He's the Wheels Commander, I would describe him as.
He's the go-to Wheels Commander.
So obviously you play Fleet Wheel Cruiser in the deck.
Wheel Cruiser, Spinning Wheel,
Yeah, so you play all the wheels.
all the wheels, all of the great cards that wheel. And special shout out to our friend Weeds. Thank you.
Thank you for reading that card because we could have never read it.
No.
How could anyone read it better than you, our friend?
Trust no one else. Selvala, Explorer Return, number 67. 1 green, white for a 2/4 Elf Scout. Only one ability, Parlay. Tap. Each player reveals the top card of his or her library. For each non-land card revealed this way, add green to your mana pool and you gain 1 life. Then, each player draws a card. This has an 8 for power. It looks like on the surface it's more of a group huggy / it's like a cool mana dork. No, this card's really good.
The Elf Ball, it's combo-y. There's a lot of things, come up with ways to untap her. What's the silly untap card? I always forget the name.
Umbral Mantle is always the one I go to first.
I mean, there's a reason because it's super good. Umbral Mantle is so good.
It's pay 3 and untap the creature, and it gets +2/+2. Like, why would that even? Untap mechanic was so dumb. What a dumb mechanic. 10 for fun. I love. Everybody's drawing cards nonstop. You're daring them to answer this. I think it's great. The tension of, can they find something, or am I just going to do whatever I want?
This here is fun for all players of the table. I mean, they're getting resources. You're getting resources. You're getting more advantage out of it, obviously, because it's your card.
Yeah, if you fizzle, not like you're always trying to combo, but even if you just activate this like 3 times, now everybody just gets cards, and that's great.
Yeah.
Make deals with people.
I like this card a lot. It's super cool. I mean,
it checks a lot of the boxes.
The
next 2 categories is where it's like, ugh.
The art is just okay. I mean,
it's medium. It's just an elf lady. I'm not going to go too much into it. We don't really need to. In terms of lore, she was BFFs with Brago. And she had to mercy kill him because he had some kind of sickness. And then she was arrested for murder or wanted for murder on the run.
Wait, did he put out like a warrant for her arrest?
No, I think people saw it and then misjudged it.
Oh.
Like they were like so close that he didn't really tell anybody. He wanted her to like euthanize him.
Oh.
But then he came back as a spirit anyway because the methods the priests were using to keep him alive just literally made him like he couldn't even die.
That's so weird.
Yeah, pretty rough stuff.
All right.
This commander is very unique.
I mean,
for a green-white card,
one parlay is like on no cards.
It's on 1 card. This one.
It's like on no commanders, so like that's unique in itself. It's group huggy while also being combo-y. There's so many.
You can be selfish. You can be generous. It's great.
You can be selfish or generous. That's the only 2 choices in the whole world.
Name one more choice. You can be apathetic and never activate it. This card's power goes down when you don't activate it, though. This is fair. I've warned you.
Ooh, I love this next one.
Who is it?
Kinios and Tiro of Meletus. The Gay Kings themselves. Red, blue, white, green. For a legendary human soldier, 2/8, obviously, because they got big butts. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card. Each player may put a land from his or her hand onto the battlefield. Then each opponent who doesn't draws a card.
This is group hug at its core, and that's why the power is super low at 2. Because there's not really a way, Selvala is a group hug card, but there's ways to abuse it, and cards that synergize crazy with it. This one's kind of just 2/8 that makes everybody draw cards and put lands into play.
But it is super fun to play against, play with. I love this card so much.
There's no telling me this is not max fun for you and max fun for your opponents.
I mean, your opponents get to either draw or put a land into play. You get to draw and put a land into play.
It hurts them in no way. It doesn't even create an imbalance in resources.
And they're 2/8s, because how could they not be?
Blocking everything. This card has 10 threes, this card has 3 10s in a row because it has a 10 for fun, 10 for artwork because they look amazing.
Like, the art looks amazing. They're just, the depiction of them, just like, this is our city. Look, what it even says.
You can see the, look what we fought for. Look what we built together. And
It's so cute.
you can see the guardians of Meletus, the statues that originally talked about these two guys in the background, which is a 0/6 with no abilities from Theros.
Oh, it's so cool. It's such a cool card.
And actual cool gay characters.
Yeah, they're just...
Not that we give points for representation. That really has nothing to do with anything. But for us, it's cool.
I gave points for representation.
Oh, you did? I didn't.
I don't know if I actually did.
Probably not. It doesn't seem like something you would do.
Yeah, probably not. That being said, they're gay. I love it. I'm gay. I love it.
There's no gay magic cards.
Not enough.
It's so easy to make someone just gay. Uniqueness. It's low because this only has one ability on it. I'd say 3 for each player draws a card and 3 for they can put a land into play.
It's just a group hug deck. Also, I mean, it's not giving anything crazy with land acceleration, card draw. There's nothing there that really makes it.
Before.
I've seen this before, not in this exact way though. That's why I get 6.
Number 65, moving on, is Saskia the Unyielding. Another 4-color commander in a row. What are the odds? Black, red, green, white for a 3/4 vigilance haste. Human soldier. As she enters the battlefield, choose a player. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, it deals that much damage to the chosen player.
So this can be a damage doubler, or it can just make you hit 2 players at once.
Now it's always a damage doubler. You can go hit you for 10, hit them for 10, or chosen player hit you for 10, take 10 more.
Ugh. So this is an aggro deck. Easy put tribal. Why is it tribal?
It's a common tribal deck because if you pump up your creatures high enough, that's just insane amounts of damage that gets them dead fast.
Go wide, obviously, because you can make a bunch of guys, hit everybody with them.
Yeah, you can go big with tribal or you can go wide with tokens. This gives you a lot of options. I think the power is fairly high. It's a 6.
Yeah, I mean, Saskia is really annoying. I mean, the damage can't be... Like, if someone else doesn't have a blocker, you don't have a blocker.
You suffer for it. It makes everyone's defenses... You know, an EDH pod is only as strong as its weakest link.
In the case of Saskia, that is definitely true.
Yeah, you can even just play the bully one guy, completely obliterate you. All right, Saskia dies to a board wipe, and we're back to the bully somebody else.
Yeah, no one wants to kill Saskia then.
You almost don't want to kill it because then it's going to reset on you.
How do you know it's you? Why not the other guy?
Well, you killed it.
That's fair.
If you killed it, I'm coming after you.
Saskia is a vengeful god.
She is a vengeful god. She is a 10 for fun. I love the politics. I love the politics of this card and the back and forth, like what's gonna happen. It's got haste, so you never know, like making deals, breaking deals, doubling damage.
I think another reason I get to 10 doesn't lose power is aggro is a weak archetype overall. So even if it's coming out swinging and doing the best it can, it's gonna be weak to a board wipe.
It's almost
always
like you're like holding Saskia, like, aw, she's trying to get through.
Aww. It's like, I know it's a lot of damage, but then the one board wipe happens and this whole deck resets.
You gotta figure out, you gotta make your deck resilient. You gotta play cards that are aggressive and defensive, so there's not a lot of options. This is a deck that I look to maybe build in a couple years. You just need more tools for it, I think.
That's
7
fair.
for art. It's right in the middle of good arts. I just don't think it's anything special, and I really don't even want to talk about it much.
She also has a smiley face somewhere on here, if I remember correctly, that I can never unsee. Yeah, her bag looks like a smiley face.
Her bag, like the chain.
Yeah, look, eye.
That, okay. I would recommend getting Saskia altered because I can no longer unsee that.
I will never be able to unsee that.
That's rough.
I think actually our friend Weeds pointed that out to me. He's just
I recommend
hanging out with Weeds.
I was just gonna say, get that card altered or don't play it now. 6 for coolness. She is a sole survivor of a massacre, built a monument to the fallen, as is customary in that culture, and gained a following to destroy her enemies. Kind of incorporates every color.
Except for blue.
She's not very smart. She did not do
crush dummies.
She did not do it intelligently.
All that stuff she did it as an idiot.
Yeah, she did it as an idiot.
And a 9 for uniqueness because it's an aggro commander. There's not many of those.
It's an aggro commander with relevant keywords, and what are you doing?
I was doing your karate chopping your enemies.
God, okay. It's an aggro commander with relevant abilities and damage doubler.
Got him.
This next guy is very smart because he has blue, and it's another 4-color commander. We didn't even plan this, by the way. Yidris, Maelstrom Wielder, 64.
Blue, black, red, green, Ogre Wizard, 5/4. Trample. When he deals combat damage to a player, as you cast spells from your hand this turn, they gain Cascade. Cool thing with him, give him double strike, they get Cascade.
What is Cascade?
Cascade means you reveal cards on top of your library until you reveal a card with a converted mana cost lower than the casting cost, and you cast it without paying its mana cost.
Then you randomize all the other cards, but if you cast a 0-drop, then you just kind of shuffle your deck.
Yeah, if you cast a 1-drop, you can get your automatic 0-drops.
Yeah, if you have only 1 or 2 1 or 0s, you get them guaranteed. This is kind of a storm. This could be Storm Commander. We're not even really counting that. It's just Spellslinger and good stuff. It's going to have storm elements no matter what, because the whole point is casting a bajillion spells off of it.
Yeah.
Like saying, we always say, I want to do this commander's thing as much as possible. It's like, well, it's going to end up being pretty good if you do that.
Yeah, it's really good, especially when you cast things like Dig Through Time, which actually costs 8 mana, but you can cast it for 2 mana.
And that could get you anything.
Yeah, I mean,
Basically anything in your whole deck. High upside, 7 for power. Great. 10 for fun. I think it's super fun. I've played against a good Yidris deck, and watching it go off was like, I don't even know what's going on. And then he would always fizzle. And it's like, okay, just destroy you.
Yidris decks are known for fizzling as far as we know.
Yeah,
the two we've ever seen fizzle so hard.
One we've seen fizzles, the other one just...
Fizzles.
Okay. How about art?
The art? It's okay. He's like standing in the Maelstrom. He looks kind of weird. This is a weird art where if you look at it, it's very, very clearly hand-painted.
I like those.
You can see it.
I like seeing the brush strokes on them.
I don't know if I like seeing the brushstrokes much.
Oh, I like it.
I don't like it as much on this card. I don't.
Sometimes it can take you out, but I think sometimes it can pull you in.
Shut up, Easy.
5 for uniqueness. 5 for coolness, because he doesn't really do anything. He's a mage from Grixis with some kind of deformity mutation thing. Bant soldiers push him into the Maelstrom. I didn't know that was just kind of in the middle. Just they could push somebody in there, but now it cured him of his gross mutation disease.
Also, like push him. You're like, you idiot!
All of the Bant soldiers together. Tickled him. No, guys, we're in the Maelstrom.
No, they were laughing at him as they did it.
Oh, okay.
They're bullies. They're just being big old jerks.
Bant are known for being bullies.
And the 9 for what is that? Uniqueness?
Yes.
I mean, there's not really any other ways to give spells Cascade, really.
There's this Sliver guy. First Sliver gives Cascade, but only to Sliver spells. This gives Cascade to anything.
Yeah,
Possibilities are endless.
Are they endless?
No.
How endless are they?
No, they're not.
Oh.
They're just really big.
The possibilities are limited, but there's a lot of limits.
And I was gonna say, but I forgot. This commander costs Uberg.
Uberg?
Yeah, they're all in order except for white.
Obviously, it costs Uberg.
Number 63, moving on, is Selvala, Heart of the Wilds. Yes, both Selvalas are on this list.
This is about this.
Well, I guess every commander's on this list. This video's list of 10. 1, green for a 2/3 legendary elf scout. This one is so much stronger than the last one. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, its controller may draw a card if its power is greater than each other creature's power. Green, tap, add X mana in any combination of colors to your mana pool, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control.
This card is so good. It goes infinite a million ways. Even in mono green, it's so.
It's just stupid. I don't even know what to tell you. It's 9 for power. I think it's easy 9.
Oh, easy 9. This card is a monster. It's greater than 99, but we're talking about as commander here. It's so good as a commander. This card, it gives you so much mana. It lets you draw cards, and you're gonna be playing a deck with a ton of creatures with power. So like, I saw like a competitive version of this deck playing like the 5/5 that can only attack Lupine something.
Oh, Lupine prototype?
But it's like, okay, so
It's Elvish Visionary. That adds 4 mana to your mana pool.
yeah, it's like that's very good. And it's like in a deck like this, it makes the commander matter a lot, which I like when the commander matters.
Super cool. This card is, I've never seen it. This card could be in any deck, and I would be like, wow, it's really annoying.
It's so good.
Any combination of colors too. So if it were in a 5-color deck, it just doesn't matter. It just gives you whatever you want.
Yeah, literally any colors you want.
Oh, I need 3 red, 4 blue, and 2 green. Okay, great.
I love this card in Maelstrom order because if you cascade into it with 1 extra mana, it just makes 7 more mana. It's so great.
So dumb. 8 more mana.
It's so great.
Yeah, 8.
What was I saying about being great? Also, Maelstrom order comes down after it if you cascade into it, so you draw off it.
This card is just completely very strong for power. I think it's up there with fun. It is a symmetrical draw effect, and I don't think it's miserable to play against. Not everybody's. We don't take into account CEDH infinite combo crap. This is just in general.
This isn't a C. Like, it can be a CDH character, it can be super annoying, but it's not inherently like that. It's probably a big dummies deck most of the time.
Yeah.
Like, you're trying to cast your Vorinclexes and your stuff like that, which I guess. I mean, but good thing Vorinclex isn't your commander because he's not as fun.
No, he's not.
Art is actually it's only an A here. I kind of regret it.
She's losing.
No, I regret it because
You think so?
me and our friend Scott were talking about it.
Friend of the show.
This art's really good. I was looking at it. It's really good.
It's really good. It's nothing that interests me. It's like a girl walking through the woods with a wolf. How great can that be?
I mean, the scene it makes isn't always necessarily what it's about.
We could revisit it to give it like a 9 instead. I don't know that that's much of a difference.
Well, we'll see.
I'm happy with 8.
We'll see in our revisited episodes.
Sylvala's still not that cool because after Brago dies, she was no longer wanted or chased or whatever, and then she was approached by Adriana to try to kill or take out Marchesa and start the Republic of whatever. Why Sylvala? If you were cooler, you would be like number 10 on this whole
You
list.
could probably be number 1 if you had a 10.
If she had a 10, she would be...
Number 1.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to spoil how many points
Yeah, you're right.
our number 1 has, but...
I was giving her 10 more points.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess. That's 48 out of 50. Tough to lose that. And a 6 for uniqueness. This does almost everything green stuff wants. And this particular pairing, about a 6.
Yeah, it's
It's
just
nothing crazy. I'm not
it's so green.
blown away
It's
by
so
this.
green. It almost hurts me how green this card is.
That's green.
That's green. Like the screen behind us that you can't see.
Number 62 is ya boy, so I'll let you handle this one.
Tessiger, the Golden Fang, 5 black for 4/5, but it's got Delve. He's a human shaman. You can pay 2 Simic Hybrid, put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard, then return a non-land card of an opponent's choice from your graveyard to your hand. This pays off infinite mana awesomely well. He is an absolute house as a commander.
What's his power?
His power is a 10.
Full 10. We did it.
I mean, he never costs more than 1.
Realistically.
If your deck's built right, he always costs 1. He can be super political. Hey, look, there's an exfiltrate about to resolve. What if I activated this and there were does that counterspell my graveyard?
Arcane Denial. Well, I mean, I would love to counter that expropriate. And someone's like, yeah, I don't want to lose.
Yeah, I would like to counter that exfiltrate too. It can do that. It pays off infinite mana. You can build this deck a lot of different ways. It's just, you get to go any way you want with the deck.
But this card is always ridiculous. It's a 2 mana 4/5.
It's a 2 mana 4/5 with an ability where, if you have a training grounds out, it's like you could pay 2 to just basically draw the worst card in your graveyard, which is fine.
And they're even putting more stuff out that helps with it, like Biomancer's Familiar. That reduces activated abilities of creatures by 2.
This card's sweet. It's so strong.
It's really strong. It's about as fun as it can be. Your opponents are going to lose a little bit because I think it gets annoying after a while.
I mean, you don't want to play against the commander that's always coming out super early. He's a 4/5. He can, especially because a lot of people this is an infinite combo deck often because he pays off the infinite mana by himself.
This is an elf ball commander too. You can elf ball with this dude.
Yeah, it's weird that he's an elf ball commander.
He gives you black for tutors and green and blue for counterspells.
Yeah, my favorite. Sultai. I couldn't think of it. My favorite Sultai elf ball commander.
Yeah, of course. Amazing. 7 for art. None of Tasiger's arts have been that great. This one got bonus points for having fruit, specifically bananas.
We use the other art, the one where he just is a squared body piece of.
It might have a 0.
It's so bad. It's horrible looking. But
that was the box top right.
But now we get him sitting there with his bananas, looking all cocky.
He's a spoiled little kid. He rose to the throne because he was the heir. He didn't even do anything. He doesn't work. He tortures people. He whips them. He led the dragons to the con meeting that was behind the dragon's back, so they trying to destroy the dragons. And he's like, no, they're right over there. Scumbag. And then they were mostly murdered. Tasiger was taken prisoner and later turned into a very fashionable necklace by Silumgar.
So fashionable.
So fashionable. That corpse look is in.
Poor Tasiger. He was just trying
Poor Tasiger. He's an idiot.
He was just trying to be a jerk.
He's such a scumbag. I hate him.
You hate him?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say I didn't know you.
I hate his character.
I didn't know you had
He's a jerk.
so much feeling about the man. He's And for uniqueness, I mean, he pays off infinite mana. He draws cards from your graveyard. He has Delve. Do any other commanders have Delve?
No.
No. So he's the only commander with Delve, so that's awesome.
There's barely any creatures with Delve.
There's a good reason for that.
Yeah, there is. They're all really good.
Yeah. Delve is a really, really good ability, it turns out.
Delve is rock solid.
All right. Let's move on to our next one. Our last
one for today.
This is your boy.
Niv Mizzet. It's the final Niv Mizzet. We're done with Niv Mizzets on this list because it's Niv Mizzet Reborn, 61. He costs Wooburg for a 6/6 flyer. Legendary Dragon Avatar. We're not Izzet. We're all the colors. When Niv Mizzet Reborn enters the battlefield, reveal the top 10 cards of your library. That's got to be a record for cards revealed. For each color pair, choose a card that's exactly those colors from among them. Put the chosen cards into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library. This is a Guilds Matter commander.
It is, which the Guilds Matter is, like, not heard of.
What an awesome, unique card. This card is amazing. Uniqueness, 9. Love it. Caring about Golgari and Boros and, like, specifically the guilds, it just makes for this crazy deck that you have to problem solve a little bit when you build it. Like, well, how am I going to do this? Because I want to draw off Niv Mizzet. Every card I want to be able to draw off Niv Mizzet.
It was a fun deck to build. We built it. It was so fun.
It was so much fun.
It's a really cool deck. A 6 for power, I mean, you can flicker it when it comes out. You just get to keep drawing a bunch of cards. It gets you a lot of card advantage very easily. It only costs 5 mana. So if your mana base is good, you're going to be casting them easily on turn 5.
It's a 5-mana 6/6. It's going to draw you at least 3 cards. One of which probably just flickers it or protects it. It can get really annoying. It can stack up to where you feel like kind of hopeless about it. I can't. They have Turn to Miss and Blink of an Eye. Like, I can't kill this thing.
Yeah, and they get to draw more cards when they do that. Oh, stop it.
They're turning through their deck. They're going to see the same spells over and over, so I wouldn't say it's the most fun thing ever. But I mean, for you, full 5.
No, you get to draw your 10 cards.
Yeah, you get to draw 10. Oh yeah, if you subscribe to this channel, you get to actually draw 10 cards.
Yeah.
You get the full 10. The full 10.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's one of our old disclaimers. Oh my
that was
goodness.
one of our oldies.
Wow, yeah, wow, an oldie but a goodie.
Yes.
Art is whatever. He's like,
it's your typical swirly mess of stuff going on.
and also, it looks really funny to me if you look at it. So, I know that this is like something in front of him, but it looks like his whole body just becomes this. So he's going into something like a genie.
Like he's being ghost busted.
Yeah, like he's being ghost busted.
Oh.
He's being pulled into like whatever. What are they call?
I'm not that big a Ghostbusters fan.
I know you're not.
Didn't even see the remake. You can see Bolas's Citadel in the background though.
Oh, cool. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I did know that, but I forgot it.
Yes, in the book, in the lore, he gets completely slaughtered by Nicol Bolas off screen, and then he hides himself traps his spirit in a firemind vessel. I don't know how that technology works. And then they release him, and he's an avatar now, I guess. And he shoots off. What does he do? He kills Kefnet or something? Now I can't remember.
Yeah, he does. He kills Kefnet, who's like who Taylor's protecting them from.
Yeah.
And then he immediately goes, "Oh, I'm so tired."
I'm so tired.
I'm so tired.
I won't appear until the end of this book when I'm cleaning up loose ends on Ravnica.
Yeah, as he, the dragon spirit, talked to the spirit dragon. Oh God! Woo!
Hey!
Yeah, he literally his resurrection is a huge plot point and he doesn't do anything.
No. And like there's almost
We're completely
there's like
with the
4 main characters working towards this. You know, go check out our complaining about the book video. It's got 10 million views. I think we totally deserve to complain about this thing that we have nothing to do with. It's great. I think we're done with this particular list of 10 though.
We are, because we are done with this particular.
We're climbing along. Top 50 is coming up soon.
Ooh, it's so exciting.
I'm really excited. This list is almost over. Then we get to do our Throne of Eldraine update, Theros update, etc. And then we'll be completely caught up.
Yeah, once we're completely caught up, what are we gonna do with our lives?
Probably just make more clickbait.
Ooh, clickbait! I love clickbait. And who else likes clickbait? All of our patrons.
All of them. There's a handful of them, and some of them are our moms, but they're not giving us money. They're like patrons. You know, the word patron, not the status patron.
Yep, so special shout outs to all of our patrons. They're all awesome. We love them as much as we can without making them uncomfortable.
Of course.
We'll make our moms uncomfortable. We love them way too much.
And if you want to buy cards, you know the drill. tcgplayer, link in the description. Use it, navigate, buy what you want. We get a kickback. It's literally no downside for you.
Yep, so thank you so much for watching.
I think we're done. So peace out, Tribe Scout. I did it this time.